Hayley Atwell's Captain Carter anecdote from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness shoot summarizes how badly the MCU wasted the multiversal character. Hayley Atwell's original Peggy Carter variant made her debut in Captain America, the first Avenger, and starred in her Agent Carter TV series before passing away in Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Atwell's Peggy returned in Avengers: Endgame to wrap up Steve and Peggy's MCU journey, but Marvel introduced a new variant in What If, where Captain Carter became a multiversal guardian. A different Captain Carter variant appeared in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where she was promptly killed by Scarlet Witch. In an episode of Reign with Josh Smith, Hayley Atwell looked back on Captain Carter's cameo from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and recalled feeling disappointed with Captain Carter's abrupt death on Earth 838, as well as being dismissed when she suggested some changes during filming. Atwell describes the Illuminati's Captain Carter variant as so undermined, especially after delivering Steve Rogers' iconic line, "I can do this all day." In Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Scarlet Witch didn't struggle to kill all members of Earth 818's Illuminati and slice through their Ultron guards. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness's Illuminati deaths are a controversial story decision to this day. Marvel Studios introduced big-name multiversal characters just to kill them off. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness featured the first proper appearance of Reed Richards, Charles Xavier, and Black Bolt in the MCU, as well as the first alternate variant of Maria Rambeau and Captain Carter's first live-action variant. Unfortunately, Earth 838's Illuminati barely had the chance to introduce themselves before Scarlet Witch murdered them in cold blood, one by one. Not only that, but Scarlet Witch made sure to kill every Illuminati member in the most gruesome and humiliating way possible, from blowing up Black Bolt's head with his own voice to slicing Captain Carter in two with her own shield. Besides the Illuminati's grisly deaths, Scarlet Witch's Earth 838 attack was also controversial among audiences due to her multiversal victims' poor strategy and their small impact on the plot. In theory, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness Illuminati should be smarter, stronger, and more prepared than Earth 616's Avengers. After all, the Illuminati managed to kill Thanos on Titan before he could perform his snap, and they remained together to make their world a better place. Scarlet Witch practically served herself on a silver platter, yet they kept their guard down until the very last moment. Hayley Atwell's 2025 comments about Captain Carter's death in the MCU movie highlight why this moment is still divisive years later. Earth 838's Illuminati heroes seem deliberately weakened. Captain Carter, Black Bolt, Mr. Fantastic and Captain Marvel as the Illuminati in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Hayley Atwell's disappointment about Captain Carter's humiliating death could apply to the rest of Earth 838's Illuminati. Reed Richards is supposed to be one of the smartest people in any universe, and Black Bolt is powerful enough to destroy planets with his voice. Captain Carter, Professor X, and Maria Rambeau are also supposed to be seasoned leaders and strategists. Yet, Earth 838's Illuminati heroes downplayed Scarlet Witch's threat, took turns to attack her, barely reacted to their teammates' deaths, and failed to land a single blow on the magical villain. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was also Hayley Atwell's first MCU appearance following Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter's perfect Avengers: Endgame ending. It's rather odd to see Avengers: Endgame end on a high note with Steve and Peggy dancing in the past, only to watch Captain Carter get sliced in half the next time Hayley Atwell appears in an MCU movie. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness went as far as to have Captain Carter repeat Steve Rogers' most iconic line, which was flipped on its head as soon as Scarlet Witch killed Carter without breaking a sweat. The MCU has already redeemed Captain Carter's death once, and may be about to do so again. What if? Seasons 2 and 3 revisited the MCU's prime Captain Carter variant. Hayley Atwell as Captain Carter in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and What If? Despite Captain Carter's quick and brutal death in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the original, 3D, animated, Guardian of the Multiverse Captain Carter returned in What If? Season 2 to team up with other powerful heroes like Kahori, and then came back again for What If? Season 3, where she officially created the MCU's Guardians of the Multiverse and took a stand against the Watchers. 3 years after Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, What If? Captain Carter has mostly washed away the bad taste left by the live-action Captain Carter's humiliating defeat. Captain Carter's multiverse-defining status, established throughout What If? 3 seasons, makes her a strong candidate for a big role in Avengers: Doomsday. In fact, Hayley Atwell was one of the earliest confirmed actors in Avengers: Doomsday's cast announcement. This time, Atwell could return as What If? Captain Carter herself, who's better prepared to deal with threats as powerful as Scarlet Witch and Doctor Doom and will probably be able to survive long past Avengers: Doomsday's credits.